everybody, and welcome back to a brand new episode of the Points of Articulation. My name's Dave, and today I'm looking at the first ship from The Last Jedi, the Hot Wheels Star Wars Poe Ski Speeder. Now this ship is number 4 in the brand new Hot Wheels line of The Last Jedi ships. And they have a checklist here, all die-cast. Some I already looked at and reviewed, but there are some unique ones here. I'm still looking for that bomber, and they did not release the A-Wing yet. I did not see that. Actually, I didn't see any of these. They're all sold out right now anyway. But what I like is the back. We have some brand new models here. The Imperial Speeder Bike, Republic Attack Cruiser, the Venator. We got the Droid Federation tank, the AAT, Luke's Land Speeder, the Hover tank. And currently I'm getting the 2-pack of the Snow Speeder and AT-AT. So that way I can look at that with the brand new Gorilla Walker, which is awesome. So anywho, I hope all these get made since Hasbro has let me down and they're not making any more ships as of right now. Now, for those of you who don't know, this ship will make its debut in Star Wars Episode 8, The Last Jedi, and it looks like it's going up against an army of menacing walkers, so I really am very interested to see how that plays out. Now, for the size of this ship, we're looking at over 3.5 inches in width, and I would say about a little over 1.5 inches in length right here. So it is a nice little ship, very detailed. I do like the paint, and we do have a lot to look at. We're going to look at the detail of the paint, put on a stand, compare it to some other ships and figures, so that way you guys have a good grasp at how big this thing actually is. And then we'll be done, so let's get moving. And let's start this review off looking at the detail for Poe's Ski Speeder. Very nice craft, I must say that. Very unique. At first I didn't know what to think of it. I thought it was really weird in the trailer, but after seeing it in person, I like it a lot. It is very unique, obviously. For some of the parts, we have our main gun right here, our cockpit, engine is the whole center. We have our stabilization leg, that's what I call it. Until I get the dictionary to find the right terms, I'm just going to stick with that. Because when it's flying, it seems to be bouncing and then using that to scrape across the floor as it's going. Back here we have some sort of rudder mechanism, it looks like. That would be interesting if it was like a fan or jets blowing and this would turn to make it go left and right. Interesting idea there. For the details, very nice. We could see some nice modules coming out of here. Panel lines. Really like this section here. All the little squares and lines. Just very cool. Now, I'm going to get close-ups of this in a few. I just want to get the basic stuff done first. For the bottom, we have our copyright crap, rivets holding it together, and stand port. So let's get a little close to this bad boy. And here we have a nice close-up of Poe's Ski Speeder. We can see Poe Dameron there with his hair, headset, face, his jacket, and his hands. Some little doodads in there in the cockpit as well. And the cockpit looks pretty damn good, too. Nice little details, some lines, protrusions, very cool. We have what looks to be some sort of gun right there. And then we come back down here to the back of the ship, and look at that. Very nice. I can't wait to see this in action. Some great details on there. Leaving the cockpit area, we can see some great details coming down the ship on this wing. Very neat. Right here, my favorite part would probably be the center. Some nice designs here. I like that little circle piece. And then we have our engine in the front. Now, if you're a fan of the 3 3/4 inch action figures, this ship in that scale, these 2 bumps there are missiles. I don't know if all the ships have that as missiles or it's just a gimmick. I guess we'll find out. But once I do find out, I'll let you know in a future video. Coming back here, we have what looks to be pipes and hoses. Very crude, but it is there. Back here, on this rudder section, some nice lines and little ovals dug into here, which is nice. And then also, we have our hoses and pipes again. Now coming down this wing, some great details there. And here we have the gun. Very nice, I like this gun a lot. Very neat. We have some detail there. Here's the underneath again. And here is the stabilization rod. As we can see, we have what would look to be 1 point of articulation there with some pistons and then support beam. On this side, same thing. This would be your pivot point, and then we would have the piston and supports. And that does it for the detail. Very nice and very unique, I will say that. So let's take a look at the paint. Looking at the paint of the Ski Speeder, we do have a lot going on here. The first thing I will say is it has a very snow speeder-ish color scheme, from a distance anyway. We have a nice tan filling in the main color here. On top of that, we have a rusty orange color. We have brown for all these scratch marks. Metallic gray. And then over here, we have brown for Poe's jacket. Same color brown for his hair. Silver for the headset. Silver for the cockpit. Black for the window. And I believe that is everything. I don't think I left anything out. If you're wondering, it is dark gray plastic for the gun, the engine, the back here, and the stabilization leg. But besides that, that does it for the paint. I think they did a very good job with this, especially on the top. Everything's painted that should be, everything stands out, and that's what it's all about. So just like most Hot Wheels ships, this one comes with a cool stand, and this one is made to go with the ship, and kind of stands on a stabilizing rod here. So what you're going to do is take your stand, peg it in the port like so, hear that click, and now we have support here, and then the legs coming down, and holding the rest of the body up like so, and now you're good to go. And now for comparison with Poe's Ski Speeder, I have it next to the First Order TIE Fighter, standard, not the Special Forces, very nice. And over here we have the 6-inch Black Series Finn in his Stormtrooper armor with the blood on the helmet. Very nice figure if you could find him. You can see the differences in the stand here. This one is lower to the ground. And apparently, according to that checklist, some of the other ships are going to be on a stand similar to this, which is nice. I like that. And that does it for my review today of the Hot Wheels Star Wars Poe's Ski Speeder. Very nice, very unique ship. Just a little recap. This is number 4 in the new The Last Jedi line of Hot Wheels die-cast starships. For the size, it's over 3.5 inches wide and about 1.5 inches long, so it's a nice size ship. So we went over a lot, but what are the pros and cons? For the pros, we have paint. The detail is nice. The price is good, $3.99, $4.99, depending on where you live and where you shop. Now, if I had to say a negative, not that I want to, I would say possibly the stand. And what I mean by that is, just by looking at it, you can see this section is curved up. That's because the stabilization beam here is longer than the clip here holding in the ship. So I hope nothing warps over time. But that's just a tiny little nitpick. It's nothing major. It's just I'm anal about stuff like that. Now, who do I recommend this for? Obviously, fans of the new trilogy, fans of the Resistance, and also, finally, I recommend it for collectors like myself that want something unique in their collection. So that's all I have to say about that. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, hit that like button, and if you would like to see new reviews every Thursday, subscribe. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody.